All right, and so Lady Gaga is not going goo goo for a character that bears the name Lady Goo Goo. Apparently, she's won an injunction stopping the makers of an online children's game from promoting an animated character called Lady Goo Goo. It's a British company called Mind Candy, and they're behind the character. It's called Moshi Monsters site, and that's where children can adopt a virtual pet monster, and it has characters that include this Lady Goo Goo who wears sunglasses with a blonde wig, and it's a baby like character, and it does this dance called the Moshi dance. And so it became a big online video hit after it was posted on YouTube back in June. And again, Lady Gaga was not pleased at all. The company had planned to release the song as a single, but according to the British High Court ruling, it's barred from promoting, advertising, selling, distributing, or otherwise making available to the public any work involving Lady Goo Goo. Now, Mind Candy's founder has gone on record as saying that he's very disappointed. It's a huge disappointment. He thought that, Lady Gaga would have seen the humor behind the parody and supported it. So he's very disappointed, folks, very disappointed. Well, it appears that Lady Gaga has the favor of two presidents. Of course, we know that our current president spent some time with her a few weeks ago talking about, bullying and how to eradicate bullying and things of that nature. Well, it appears that former President Bill Clinton has gone on record as saying that he has a fondness for Lady Gaga as well. He appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman, I believe, on Wednesday night. Heaping praises on Lady Gaga. He said she was a very talented person, even for an old fogey like me. Now, she's scheduled to perform on tonight, actually, at a party for President Bill Clinton at the Hollywood Bowl, celebrating 10 years of the William J. Clinton Foundation. All right. So, of course, the question popped up about whether or not she's going to be wearing raw meat. I don't think she does the same thing twice, so that's not an issue. But, of course, Bill Clinton went on record as saying that in deference to my diet, she'll be meatless that night. All right. So, anyway, good for her. She's sort of getting work all over the place. All over the place. Okay. Not so good news for Harry Potter fans, especially those individuals who liked the character Vincent Crabbe in the Harry Potter movies. Well, apparently the real life actor who played that character, 22-year-old Jamie Waylett, has been arrested. They're saying that he was arrested in England on charges of violent disorder and receiving stolen goods. And that's all coming out of an accusation that he was participating in that widespread looting that took place back in the summer in London. Remember that? Well, according to the London Telegraph, he was all part of that, and that's why he has been arrested. Among the charges is that he had a gas bomb with him. So, sort of taking the term activist to the next level, wouldn't you say? All right. Well, we've been following the Michael Jackson case, right? The trial case against Dr. Conrad Murray. And I think, once again, we've all sort of been startled with some of the testimonies that have come out. One of them, of course, being from a doctor who said that obviously Michael Jackson appeared to have suffered from insomnia, which is caused by anxiety and possibly a drug problem, that his doctor should have evaluated before even starting to give him that surgical anesthetic propofol for his sleep. And, some of the testimony that came out And this past week about that just really doesn't look good for Dr. Conrad Murray. There were other anesthesiologists who testified, who said that when you're administering the propofol, you're never supposed to leave the patient, not even for 2 minutes. It's likened to leaving a sleeping baby on a kitchen counter, when you do that. And so it really doesn't look good for him, not at all. And again, I understand everybody needs a job. Everyone wants to be paid and paid well, but you have to have a sense of integrity and character in all aspects of your life, particularly physicians. And I don't think he was living up to his oath as a physician in his care of Michael Jackson so far, according to everything that I've heard. So we'll continue to watch it and see what other stunning news comes out about that. All right, so I know you guys have heard about the Transporter series star Chris Vance. He has been injured during the filming of an action sequence, according to Deadline.com, that's forcing what will likely be a 2-week suspension on filming the upcoming Cinemax series, all right? And then, of course, we talked a little bit about this last week, Johnny Depp starring in a new Long Ranger flick that's coming out. Well, last week they didn't have a release date set. And this week, Thursday, this past week, they did, in fact, they being the studio announced a release date of May 31st, 2013. Johnny Depp will star as the Masked Rider's sidekick, Tondo. And he'll be rejoined with director Gore Verbinski, who directed Pirates of the Caribbean. And it had originally been scheduled for a December 2012 date, but for a few months, the movie's future was in question because Disney halted the production and demanded a smaller budget. But everything has been worked out, and so they're moving forward with it. Now, they, of course, along with 20th Century Fox, has released their schedule of more remakes. In February 2013, A Good Day to Die Hard. And March, Oz, the Great and Powerful. In May, Iron Man 3, The Long Ranger, and Fast and Furious 6. In June, Superman, Man of Steel. November, Catching Fire. That's the Hunger Games sequel. Oh, my goodness. And then in December, The Hobbit, There and Back Again, Part 2 of the Hobbit saga. So very interesting releases that will be happening in the year of 2013. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and continue to look at some more of this. What does 21 million mean to you? It means the number of times that Avatar has been downloaded illegally, making it the most pirated movie of all time. That's according to website BitTorrent. Tied for second on the list is The Dark Knight and Transformers. Britney Spears is the sixth person to collect 10 million followers on Twitter, according to eOnline.com, crossing that threshold this week with 10.1 million followers. She's hot on the heels of Kim Kardashian with 10.3 million, and of course has nowhere nearly reached the top-ranked Lady Gaga with 14.4 million Twitter followers. Simply amazing to me. Just amazing. All right, and the nominees are Jason Aldean and the Zac Brown Band. Of course, they lead the field of 8 nominations each at the American Country Awards set for December 5th on Fox. They'll vie for Artist of the Year honors against Kenny Chesney, Lady Antebellum, and Taylor Swift, according to Billboard.com.